Welcome back, bitches and bros and non-binary hosts, to the one and only Band of Misfits. Yep, Band of Misfits podcast. Sorry,
it's been a day.
Anyways, Wolf is going hugging something, which
I am hugging a big old box. Shiota is such a sly little fox, so this is an early birthday gift because I'm
not that early.
Well, yeah, it's like
5 days.
5 days early. It's a 5-day early birthday gift. Crunchyroll a while back had a Fire Force Benimaru figure on their website, and Shiota showed me it. Of course, by the time he showed me it, it was sold out, and I was very put out. I've been keeping an eye on it, hoping that I could buy it and stuff, because I really, really want it.
It's not there.
And now it's not there anymore, which, very put out about. Little did I know Mr. Sneaky Sly Fox over here got me the figure, and that's what I'm holding. I'm holding.
I remember the day. I remember the day that I showed you it. We were looking at a giveaway for Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about figures because one of the prizes was a Link and Crimson Bluffing.
Yeah, it was a
figure.
It was a figure of those two.
Yeah, I think I offhandedly mentioned, hey, there's a figure of Benny Moore. I was like, why have you not told me this? And it's like,
for those who don't know, and I don't think I've mentioned on podcast before, Benimaru is my favorite character from Fire Force. He is so awesome, and the episodes that he appears in are my favorite episodes of the show. Go figure. But he is so cool. You'll fall when you watch Fire Force.
I've seen him.
Yeah. He's so cool.
He really resembles you in the don't give a damn and
exactly.
very fiery temper.
Maybe. My temper's not that bad anymore.
His temper isn't that bad.
No, it's very calm until it's...
Unless you fully piss me off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rip your
yeah,
head
like him.
But yeah, an update. Crunchyroll no longer sells it. Like, if you type in Benny Maru in the search bar, the only Benny Maru that comes up is the Benny Maru from that time I was being called as a slime.
Yeah. So I was kind of screwed. If he didn't get it from me, but he did. And I love it. I know exactly where I'm putting it when I get home.
Yeah, like, for a reference, Wolf was given this as a, all wrapped up and nice. The second he opens the box and see a little face...
I saw, they give you these little, faces so you can change your faces. As soon as I saw it, I picked it up and I, got a closer look at it and I went, why do his eyes look familiar? That's Benimaru!
You're flying!
No!
Yes!
No. Guys, listen. Tomorrow I'm doing my 8th tea shot, okay? The voice is starting to go a bit. No.
And that's on recording.
Oh, let's cancel the recording. Cancel the podcast. No. Podcast is canceled.
This one has a little bit of a smoke, and this one just has him frowning.
Mm-hmm.
Which
he is his normal face.
Yeah.
I might leave it on the frown just because that's his normal face.
Yep. Muse, do you want to say what you got?
And while Muse is here, because Muse's birthday is unfortunately actually
day after, is
the day after Christmas, so we always try to give her gifts early or a little bit later because, it's fair. So she got her gift early, which,
Yeah, in previous podcasts, I've mentioned about how my storage unit got broken into, and one of my...
Speaking of which, that is podcast titled Storage Locker BS.
Go
watch it.
Wrapped in here.
Yeah,
I remembered the title of it because I actually literally wrote out the whole word. I just put the little star.
Yeah, but going back to that, one of my items that I really cared about was my mortar and pestle. And that was stolen. And it was a really nice brown and black speckled stone one.
And they are expensive, so...
Yeah, I definitely figured that out. But little to behold, Shiota comes in with a bag that was wrapped in a bag in a bag in a bag.
Bagception, guys. It was wrapped in about 5 different... It was a big... It was a big bag that was wrapped in about 5 grocery bags that was wrapped in paper to keep it safe.
Yeah, but he got me a beautiful, like, deep, dark green stone mortar and pestle, which I was very, very shocked because the way he got it was the weekend we went away for his birthday. We went to this cute little town where, in one of the stores, one of my favorite stores, has all these stone mortar and pestles and gems and crystals.
And that's where Muse reminded us, oh, hers got stolen. She was looking at them, she was like, oh, they're expensive.
Well, so that's because that's the exact store where I got mine.
Which is what you told us. So she was looking at them, she was like, oh, they're expensive. She was lamenting over the fact that her mortar and pestle had been stolen and how she just didn't have one right now.
Yeah, I ironically got a cheap one off of Amazon, and then I bought a small one from downtown Asheville to try and replace.
Not as good.
No, nowhere compared to as good as the one he got me. But yeah, no, we were again. This is how slick he is.
Excuse me, it was a group effort.
Mostly him.
Mostly him, but I helped.
Yes, but we were doing this panning for gems where you get to buy a bucket of dirt and pan for gems. And after we got done, Wolf pulls me aside and is like, let's go get you these throwing knives that you're looking at.
Which was an early birthday gift for me.
Which I didn't figure out till later. Because originally I was going to buy...
Originally she was going to pay for it because she was going to
buy...
No, she was going to buy these itty bitty little baby throwing knives.
No, it was because... you owed me about $10 because of that, and then it was like I was looking at the cheap little guys because it was like
because I only owed her about $10, and I was like, I'll buy you something. And she was in placement of giving her the cash because I don't carry cash on me, guys. I have a debit card and I have money for gas, but I had gotten gas on the way to your place, so I didn't have money for gas on me. So I said I would just buy her something. So she was looking at ones that were $8 because that with tax would get it about to 10.
You got me really nice ones.
Yes, because these little ones she was looking at were these itty bitty little baby ones. I swear to God, if you see throwing knives that are only $8, don't get them. Get the nicer ones. So I got her $18 pair.
Yeah, but Wolf drags me into that store, and Shioda just goes, oh, I'm going to just put this stuff in the car. I'll be right over there.
Which, to be fair, we had just gone gym mining, so we all had bags of gems, so it was like, okay, he's going to go put that in the car. However, little did Muse know, he had pulled me aside as we were leaving the gym place and said, I'm going to go get the mortar and pestle for her. Distract her. And made up this... legit excuse, because he did in fact go to the car.
Yeah, my bag was getting heavy.
Yeah, because of all the rocks.
No, you guys were carrying. You guys were...
We were carrying the rocks. They didn't fit. Everything else that we had got were in there.
His rocks.
Yeah, it had his rocks.
I put something in your bag.
I forget what.
I'll say I put the... Did I put the gifts from my mom in there?
Yes.
Yes,
that's it.
I would say that's what, because they were a little weighted. But no, so while we're doing this, Shioda goes to the shop and buys a really nice mortar and pestle for her, and then
a really nice one.
Same one you were looking at.
Same one that she was looking at. I'll say it was that was the one that you were looking at in the store too.
Yeah.
You forget how absorbent I am sometimes.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out, I noticed as soon as she was looking at it, I noticed you watching her closely because I was like, I feel like we're going to leave here with a mortar and pestle. I feel like we're not leaving this town without a mortar and pestle. I didn't say anything, though, because I was like, either he's going to buy it or I'm going to buy it. One of us is going to buy it. One of us is going to buy it, and the other person's going to have to distract her so we can hide it. And so I have a box in my trunk that has, jumper cables, air pump, etc., 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 just tools and stuff. So he hid it in there, which... coincidentally was where we hid his cake when we got him cake. And then, so... And it was a great kept secret. She never suspected a thing.
Not a damn thing.
Then the next morning, as we're going to leave, I was the first one out to my car because I just wanted to make sure that we had, the car was all good to go and stuff. So, and I noticed when I opened the back that Shioda had taken the mortar and pestle out of the box. because the box was open, so I quickly shut it and shifted it back to where it was supposed to be. So
slight
she suspect.
oversight on my part.
So, but I fixed it so she didn't suspect anything.
Yep.
Yeah, no, but God.
That's twice now that we've gotten you.
Swear off. Also, after this, I have some news too about the cabin.
Oh boy.
But once we're done with the gifts thing, but holy shit.
Oh wow. I think we are done with the gifts things. That's a great segment to go in. Come on, cabin. What happened with the cabin?
One word. Explosion.
The hell?
Is the cabin still standing?
Oh, yeah, no, our cabin is standing.
Whose cabin? Which one of your neighbors exploded their cabin?
About 500 yards away from my cabin. A house completely exploded to where there is nothing remaining.
Were they
Were
cooking
people
meth?
in there?
Yes.
They were cooking.
No, not
Oh.
that.
They weren't cooking meth. We asked the question at the same time. Okay. There were people inside. That was what she said yes to.
2 people, a father and son, were inside. They lived.
That's luck.
They were in the basement of the house.
Well, that's probably why they lived.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still alive because they were so severely burned. One of them, the skin was just falling off.
Oh.
I don't think they'd want to be alive even if they were.
Yeah, no, but
At that point, I'm pretty sure I'd be like killed.
Yeah, no, the investigators thought originally it was a meth lab because of it, but
what, a gas leak or something?
yeah, because of how in the middle of nowhere any of the houses are, it's not a gas line that goes to it. The way they had it heated and had gas is a ginormous propane tank on the side of the house.
Which, guys, don't do that. That's just asking for trouble.
Yeah, but my neighbors, who are literally just 100 yards away from my cabin, they tell my dad, who went up last weekend to try and shut off the water and things, they're like, oh yeah, there was a huge explosion the other day. It shook our whole house, and lo and behold, when my father came into the cabin, we had a bunch of stuff falling off the walls, and all of our pictures were tilted sideways because of the shock
wave, yeah, from the explosion.
Yeah, but it was just like...
I'd like to point out, all this can be avoided if you just don't put your propane tank right next to the house.
Yeah, even if it was at the edge of the property, it
still would have caused damage to the house, but it wouldn't have caused that severity of damage to the house and them.
Well,
which,
again,
yeah, guys, lesson to learn: don't put your propane. That's just asking for trouble. Don't put a propane tank right next to your house, please don't.
Yeah, and most people think of like the tiny little thing that you put in your grill. No. Imagine one the size of a minivan.
I'll say no, guys. It's the big ones because you're in the middle of nowhere and you want it to last.
Yeah, and even if they put that on the very edge of their property, they did not have much property, and it was a ginormous ring. It was their house, which is about double the size of my cabin.
Mm-hmm.
So my cabin is about 900 square feet, something like that. So about 1,800 square feet. That was completely gone. And about the whole radius of the explosion was about like 300 yards diameter. Like, it was massive with how big that...
Because it's a big propane tank.
Yeah, but...
if people want to know, like, a scale in terms of propane tank scales, if you've ever played GTA 5, you know those big orange propane tanks you can blow up? That's the size we're talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can either Google it or go on YouTube. They're big propane tanks. And when, anything can set them off. You hit it wrong, boom. Anything can set them off. And yes, if there's a gas leak and something sets off the gas leak, it's going to travel right to the tank.
Yeah, so the medics saw the father and son just crawling their way out of the basement, apparently. And it made it on news.
It makes me kind of want to pull up the report to see if they're actually alive or not.
Yeah, so far there isn't anything up there, but yeah, if you just type in explosion in Hendersonville, you'll easily find it. Yeah, no, but that happened only 4 days after y'all were up there.
I am glad that we were not up there no more.
Yeah, no, it happened very, very recently. Which surprised me. I was thinking to myself, like, oh god, if Shield or Wolf was there, they would have been...
Oh, especially
Here
me.
it is.
Yeah.
Sheriff and deputies and county fire marshals investigating a house explosion that seriously injured 2 residents in the home at 1:05 p.m. on the, 17th?
Yeah.
On November 17th. They received multiple 911 calls reporting the explosion. And, 2 persons sustained injuries as a result. The news reported the victims were father and son. Due to the extent of the injuries, medical ambulances and EMS were both responded to the scene.
Yeah, I believe they both got airlifted.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
They're currently conducting an investigation to determine the cause, but it's not undergoing a criminal investigation because it's,
They're
okay.
ruling it as gas leak. They were considering it being a meth lab, but they ruled that out.
Yeah, so you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
And in terms of telling what causes explosions, what you guys don't understand is fire causes very distinct marks.
Mm-hmm.
And you can easily tell looking at a scene if it's like purposely, where it started, what happened. It's very easy to find out. So,
Yeah.
for any of you pyromaniacs out there,
Don't want to talk?
I like it, but I'm not setting things on fire in an unsafe, controlled environment. Did you hear the fire? I thought about all the things I've set on fire. They have been in actual, fire pits, though, guys. It's safe and it's controlled.
Going back on topic.
Going back on topic, for all you pyromaniacs out there, you'll be caught very easily.
Yeah.
Trust me.
And also the big difference between the two is if you have a meth lab, that would have been in the basement itself and it would have exploded and created a crater.
Unless they wanted to do it on the first floor of the house.
But
Regardless,
so, it would
it
have
would
created
be
more of
worse.
a crater
Also,
versus the propane
versus
tank.
a widespread one.
Yeah.
Also, meth lab's more condensed but deep, whereas propane is more wide.
Yeah, and they would have done it in the basement. You want to keep that as little exposed as possible.
Well, as little exposed and in a controlled temperature environment that's cooler, so the stuff doesn't overheat.
Yeah, but...
So...
God, yeah, no, I was running the cash register at the art sale, and my dad comes and he's buying rose, and he's like, oh, by the way, there was an explosion near the cabin. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, an entire house is just gone. I'm like, what the hell?
It's like, how the hell does that happen?
Yeah, and I'm like... And all of a sudden, I had a line of 20 people that I had help, and I'm like...
You can't just say that and walk away. Come back.
What house? What explosion? Dad!
Wow.
Yeah, no, Dad! Hi, yes, I can help you. Yeah, that's $20. Yeah, thank you. Have a nice day. Dad, what explosion? Hi, yes.
Oh, so going back and forth being normal conversation, actual conversation.
I had one lady who was like, is everyone okay? What explosion? I'm like, everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not an explosion here. Don't worry about it. It's explosion somewhere else.
God.
Not 20 minutes away.
Yeah, no, it's just the... Nice turn, but the bomb dropped that my dad did. God, yeah, no. I want to tell y'all that because it only happened a few days after we left.
Jesus Christ, I am glad we were not there. I am very glad we were not there when that happened. Because Harry would not be happy.
No, he would not.
Yeah, because all the residents felt the shaking for a good solid 10 seconds from that. God. I would have been like, what the hell was that? And called my dad and was like, I think there was an explosion here. My dad's response probably would have been, what did you do to the cabin?
I'll say, her dad would have been like, is the cabin still standing? What did you guys do? What did you let your friends do?
Yeah, no, he thought He when I told him about the broken stone in the fire pit, he got upset about that and was like, "Your friends should have known to not be roughhousing." I'm like, "No, it was me. It was just me. They wouldn't even step out of the cabin. It was too cold for them."
Yeah. Her cabin has no insulation, guys. It's freezing.
Okay, to be fair, I do like cold, but not that.
Not to that severity.
degree.
It was warm by the fire.
I didn't want to smell like smoke.
Okay. If you stood on the side, you would not have smelled like smoke.
You know how we are with smoke.
Also, I have a sensitive nose. I'm fine with smelling like smoke if I know I can take a shower right afterwards. And no offense, I just didn't want to shower at your cabin.
Oh yeah, no, my dad was. Oh God, he thinks both of you are very weird.
How?
Neither one. Okay, I explained about you not taking a shower, but normally you do.
I do. Typically, I do.
Yeah, you did it.
I showered before I went to the cabin and then showered when I got back.
Yeah, I explained that to him. He was fine with that, but you, for some reason, you wouldn't take a shower. I don't know why, because normally you're like me, and we have to take a shower every night.
Yeah.
I know the first night we were very tired.
Also, we stayed up really late both days, and after a point, I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, and then the way you both slept, you didn't sleep under. Neither of you slept under the sheets.
Neither one of us slept under the sheets.
My dad was so confused.
I didn't realize there was an underneath.
You slept on top of a blanket under a blanket.
I didn't realize there was an underneath.
It's a OCD thing with the sheets.
Yes, it's a mixture of OCD and also I just don't like comforters.
That's fair.
Because remember when we went to visit you and I shared a bed with Panda? I gave her all the sheets because she felt bad when she woke up. She thought she had stolen all the sheets. And I said, no, I gave them to you. I didn't want them.
That's
I was perfectly warm under my weighted blanket and my
because you had that and a heater on.
And I had the heater cranked up. So I was fine. I was
surprised with.
I
didn't realize there was an underneath.
Yes,
but
I just don't sleep with a comforter, and I don't sleep with a sheet on it. I just have the sheet on my bed, and then I have my blankets.
Yeah.
Because I have a comforter, I have other sheets and stuff, but like I never use it. It's literally only used for when a guest comes and stays in my room and I get kicked out.
Because and you knew I didn't know there was another one because on the last day you were like
on the last day she said something and you were like, huh?
Yeah. So I didn't know, but also I did have my weighted blanket and my poncho.
No, I know. It's just again, my dad thought both of you were very weird, and he's like, "Why did I make the beds with clean sheets if they weren't even going to use it?" I'm like, okay. Wolf has a thing about that, but Shioda, I don't know. He didn't realize somehow that there was stuff under the blanket.
I didn't. What? You saw my.
Yes, I know, but
you saw my type reaction.
Yes, I get that, but what bed have you ever gone to that doesn't have something underneath the blanket?
I don't know.
That's the thing. I've never gone to any house where there hasn't been a sheet under.
I just didn't realize that there was. That's my only defense. I didn't.
I can't even defend you, dude.
No.
You're on that branch on your own. I'm sorry.
I don't mind being on this branch on my own. I just didn't realize it.
No, I know. It's just no bed I've been to has never had something underneath the blanket. That's what threw me off with that. My dad was understanding of Wolf's situation once I explained it.
Mm-hmm.
You
on the other hand, different.
Yeah.
It's okay. We still love you.
Also the fact that there was like, what was it? It was like some sort of it wasn't like elevate.
Bed padding.
Yeah, that also kind of threw me off.
That's because that's my mom's bed. And she has to sleep with padding just because of how her back is.
Yeah, that also kind of threw me off. It was like, is this something that has to do with the padding or what? I don't know.
Well, you could have stayed in my room with the dead people.
audience members,
there's no actual like dead people. It's
well,
just it's her family's ashes. They just when they die, they stick them in a jar and then stick them in her cabin. And they don't do. You know, why on earth haven't you done anything? Bury the damn things or spread them.
Where my dad wanted to originally spread my grandparents was over the garden, which is a lawn where he mows. We were not going to sprinkle their ashes where he mowed over them all the time.
I mean, I don't see a problem, but okay.
I talked my dad into where we're going to try and clean up the flower bed that wraps around the garden and get a couple gravestones there and make that look nice. My cousin, God, screw my damn great aunt. She's a bitch. I have my cousin's ashes where it was her first son, where he was adopted. One, because she didn't think she could have her actual kids. Once she could have her actual kid and had the second son that was blood related, she said fuck it to the first kid and never gave a damn about him afterwards. And he sadly passed away in his 30s, and we believe it was due to muscle steroids.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Guys, if you ever adopt, they're still your kid, even if they're not blood related.
Yeah, like, screw you guys if you don't care about the kid, or it's, oh, they're nothing compared to the blood child. It's like, screw you for that. I'm sorry, but no.
Also, you're not meant to be parents if that's what you think.
Yeah, but once my cousin passed, my aunt never did anything with his ashes and had his ashes stored away at this crematory funeral home for years. And then when my great-grandfather passed away, she told my father, can you take his ashes up to the cabin? He would want to be buried there. Oh, by the way, can you take my son's ashes? And it's like, why haven't you done anything with them? And she's like, oh, I didn't know what to do with them. Here, he liked the cabin, bury him up there. It's like, what the fuck?
She should have never been a parent.
Oh yeah, no, everyone hates her. Even her own blood son hates her.
See? That's how you know you're
and
not
her
meant to be a
sister,
parent.
my dad's mom, she doesn't like her sister either.
Good.
Yeah, no, she's that one family member where everyone doesn't like.
Oh, that sounds like one of my uncles.
Yeah, but with my cousin, we had this old tree house that literally is now 3 rotting boards still somehow nailed to a tree. The tree house fell down long ago, but we're going to try and clean that area up and make it look nice and potentially bury him there. Just because when he used to visit the cabin when he was a kid.
He would go in the tree house.
All the time.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, that's what you do with their ashes.
Yeah, it's just it's going to take us some time because the tree house, we have to cut back so much stuff to get to that area, and then the grandparents. We're able to chop stuff back, but what we honestly need to do is till up all the soil.
The soil. Yep.
Yeah, and try and get rid of the roots.
So yeah, you basically got to reset the land.
Yeah,
essentially.
And we could use weed killer, but we hate using that kind of stuff just because we have wild animals.
Yeah, no, for that area, yeah, you're just gonna have to cut it back.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're working on that, but yeah, for right now we have 3 of my relatives in the closet. I love saying that to people. It's like, oh yeah, I have bodies in my closet at my cabin. Wanna come see? And every time they ask, wait, fake, right? No, real.
Real.
I always get the look like, are you a serial killer?
See, yeah, my family didn't have that issue. When 2 of my grandparents died, where the hell did their ashes go?
You're going to a very...
They're in urns! Somewhere. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who has them. It's either the uncle that nobody gives a damn about, or it's one of my aunts. That's for those 2. And then for my grandfather, my step grandma. scattered his ashes on her own because I did not care to go up. And my family was busy, so we couldn't go up anyway.
Yeah.
And then my uncle, who, for those of you who don't know, he died 3 years ago. Because he used to be in the Navy. That's actually what killed him, unfortunately. Not him serving, but there is a chance that the people serving, when they're done serving, they retire. There's an illness that they can get that has a 100% fatality rate. There's no cure, no way to slow it down. Some people live years, some live months. My uncle lived 9 months after being diagnosed with it. And by the end, you can't do anything. You can't talk. All you do is just open your eyes. You can't move your body. You can't even breathe on your own. You can't eat, can't breathe, can't drink.
What is the cause of that? Is it just some kind of chemical on the...
No, they think it's something to do with the training that they could go through. Because it's some kind of muscle deterioration thing. And it's basically your body just completely shuts down. And so he, quote unquote, signed, aka verbal, like blinked his eyes in agreement for a, what is it, DDR or whatever?
Yeah.
But yeah, 100% fatality. There's no cure. No cure, no way to slow it down. But it only affects people in the military. Only affects those who have served. Because they think it's something to do with their training. But because of that, he had a military funeral. So that was interesting. We went up to Washington. Turns out a lot of people on his side of the family has actually served before. And so his family actually has like a designated area.
Yeah,
like an actual
plot.
Oh no, not even a plot. Like an actual like in the wall thing.
Okay.
They have an actual wall where they put their names and stuff, and then they have a drawer where they'll put them. And so that's where he went. That's the first time, and hopefully the last time, I've ever been to a military funeral. It was very nice. Apparently, if you're chosen to do any part of the military funeral, like as like a soldier or something, it's considered a great honor.
Yeah.
So that it was very nice. It was very cool. I liked it. However, he died because he served. So that's mixed feelings.
Yeah, I've been to a handful of funerals, sadly, but there's one that my grandmother's has haunted me, just because.
Yeah, you should. I would never want that on anyone. It was an open casket, guys.
My grandmother was Catholic, and so it was always a tradition where the body would be seen by the loved ones before having the casket fully closed and sealed and buried.
No offense. When my family dies, I just want them to get burned. I don't want to see you laying in a casket.
Yeah,
I know what they do. I know the process because I'm studying that stuff.
Yeah.
I know what they do when you die. I know how to do what they do when you die.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah, and so when I originally was like, I'm not going to look at her. But something drew me over. And then all of a sudden I was 2 feet away and I was expecting her to get up. That's how
they make them look alive. They make them look like they're just sleeping, which is the creepiest part.
Yeah, but...
You don't want to know how they do that.
Yeah, it's just after seeing that and constantly thinking she's getting up. Mm-hmm. It just tore me apart with that. And then they ruined a song for me because they played Over the Rainbow during her funeral.
Oh.
So that song is now forever ruined for me.
When I die, somebody just play Another One Bites the Dust. Another One Bites the Dust. Another one, that and Carry On My Wayward Son. Those two songs, play those at my funeral, I'll be happy.
God.
That or Middle Fingers by Bones. We stick our middle fingers up.
There was a fun...
I could make a playlist. I ought to make a playlist.
There's a fun video I saw where this person made, before he passed, made this recording. I think you've seen it. Mm-hmm. Where he wanted it to be played at his funeral when he was put into the ground and they were getting ready to put dirt back on. They'll play it and it sounded like he's in the coffin. It's like, hey, let me out! It's dark!
Let me out! It's dark in here.
God, and it made like everyone laugh, and
I'll say that's the best way to do it.
yeah, but yeah, God, I think I'm up to 15 people in my life now that have passed.
For my family, because most of my family members don't actually live in North Carolina, a majority lives in Oklahoma and the other majority lives in Colorado, and we have some in Texas, but we never talk to them. Because they're so far, the only family members that I'm actually close to are my aunt from Colorado, my uncle who lives in North Carolina, and my grandma who lives in North Carolina, which they're all alive. Not saying I don't care about the rest of my family, we just don't really talk to them. So for me, when certain members die, it's just it doesn't hit me as hard, and I don't exactly count either. Like when my uncle died and when 2 of my grandparents died, I did care about that.
Yeah.
But when my grandfather died, my grandfather who lived in my step grandma scattered his ashes. I didn't really care. Which sounds cool because I was the only one that didn't shed a tear, didn't care or anything. Because everyone else was crying. I remember just standing there being like, why is everyone sad about him being dead?
I was like that with my great-grandparents, just because one died at 104 and the other at 98, and it's like...
Well, here's the thing with the grandfather, too. It's his fault he died.
Oh.
He smoked 3 packs every day for years. He got lung cancer in one of his lungs, and, lung had to be taken out. Well, when you had to have a lung that's not working, and you've only got one lung, when you get something like, I don't know, pneumonia, which he did because you're in a hospital, it's very common.
Yeah.
It's a death sentence. And, lo and behold, he only had one lung that was working, got pneumonia, and died. You know what's weird, though? My other grandfather, 3 years later, 5 years later, also got pneumonia and died.
Yeah.
It's a very strange coincidence.
Yeah. I now realize I'm at 13 people that have passed in my life, a couple friends, and now I'm waiting for the 14th, because my uncle, I don't know if I told you guys, he's the one with the bone cancer, and it's spread about 40% more. So all of a sudden it's creeped up.
Yeah.
So I think he's given a life expectancy another 2 to 5 years. So I'm waiting on number 14.
I don't know about my family, just because we really don't talk too much of them.
Yeah.
If anything, they'll probably die from unexpected, unexplained events. But
I swear, I think my brother's going to be the one killing my mother.
Are you sure it's him, or it might be us? I'm not quite sure.
I'm just the stress alone.
Yeah, no one likes Muse's mom.
Yeah, she's getting a little better.
Is she?
She's working on it.
She's still ahead.
Oh, trust me, I know. But I actually had a decent conversation with her on Wednesday.
Good.
Then we got in an argument.
If you ever want adults to set her straight, my parents are more than happy to have a conversation with your mom.
Yeah.
They'd be more than happy to sit down with her and have a wonderful conversation with her. It's gonna end in a screaming match. But my parents don't even like your parents.
Yeah, no.
They don't mind your dad. Your mom, however.
Ironically, I want to say Tuesday morning, my mom calls me randomly while I'm still at school, and she's like, just so you know, I'm going to give you space, and she's telling me all these things. I'm like, what brought this on?
Yeah, who are you and what have you done with my mom?
On the drive home, my dad tells me, okay, I got in a screaming match with your mother, and I kind of let the cat out of the bag, saying that the reason why you don't want to be home is because of her.
Wow! Well, that would do it. That would do it.
Yeah, and once he said that, I'm like, that explains it.
That explains the phone call. That explains why they called. Okay.
Yeah, she promised to back off. Again, we had a fight yesterday, but for the most part, she's backed off. Like, she's not knocking on my bedroom door all the time, yelling like, why haven't you done this or this? And she's backed off.
Good, because you're almost 23 years old.
And she's slightly backed off on the comments about my weight.
Good. Yeah. Her mom is a negative Nancy. I swear, you could put gold in front of that woman, she'd find a way to say it's bad.
Yeah, like, she's at the point where, the reason why I have an issue with my weight and my eating issues is because of her.
The reason Muse has a lack of self-confidence is because of her mom.
What? Me? Lack of self-confidence?
The reason, also the reason Muse likes to blame herself for anything that goes wrong and likes to always say sorry all the time is also because of her. You have to admit it. We all know it.
Yes,
we just didn't want to tell you because we knew that at the time you wouldn't be able to process it.
Oh, trust me, I know it's her fault for it, but I now can't really help it with the state my mental mind is, but I feel like a lot of the things is my fault.
And that's the mental state she put you in. Congratulations. Exactly, you've been conditioned.
Huh. Rob kind of told me the same thing.
You should listen to the therapist. He's seeing two of you. He's seeing two misfits.
Right now, I can't talk to him, and I kind of need to.
Oh, is he out of town or something?
In Europe. One of his relatives, I think, is passing.
Okay, yeah.
I said that so... I didn't mean it like that. Like, I'm sorry for...
I'll say we just say that so casually. Listen, guys.
We've been around death way too much.
Death has followed us for some odd reason. It's... Oof. But yes, we've kind of grown more numb to it.
Yeah, no, I'm at the point where
especially just this year in general.
God, yeah, no. November up till March, I've lost 4 people.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell?
It's been an unlucky time for the Misfits. There's been either a lot of health scares with family members, or it's family and friends who have just died. So we're a little more numb to it in this sense, where we can have these conversations because it's kind of like, nah, it's happened.
Surprisingly,
except for Perry, of course.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Speak for yourself.
I'll say, except for poor Shiota over there who has Perry the paranoia.
Yeah. I think for me, out of the 4 that passed, one was my uncle, and that honestly didn't hit me as much as my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Just because I talked to him so much more, he was at school. Yeah. 3. Yeah, no. Him dying from COVID? Yeah, morons. Get your damn shot.
Please. For the record, I have now had a family member who has been officially diagnosed with COVID. Mm-hmm. Actually, 2 hours ago, I called my mom because she texted me saying, hey, I've got an update on your grandma. My grandmother, for those who are wondering, she is at a facility. She's at a care center. It's not a nursing home per se because it's nicer, but it's a place where she'll stay until she basically needs to go to like hospice or something, because she's starting to show signs of dementia as well. It's not bad right now. So she's on the regular side, But then when she does get bad, it has a wing for dementia patients. So she'll just switch over to that wing. But apparently, you can take the residents out and take them home and stuff. Apparently, a resident went home yesterday morning to get like a breakfast or something with the family. Came back, started not feeling well. They gave him a COVID test, and it was confirmed that they have COVID. They went ahead and called us yesterday to let us know that somebody at the center had COVID. And to give you a scale of how quickly this travels, guys, it was one person yesterday. When I was on the phone with my mom, out of like the 20 residents they have there, 11 of them have now been tested positive for COVID. That's how fast it spreads. And the worst part is, they're all old people.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, like, 10 of them only have cold-like symptoms. My grandmother, thankfully, is one of them. And just one of them has a fever, so they're not severe because they've all been fully vaxxed as per, the regulations for that place. But I don't think they've gotten their booster shots. I do not believe they've gotten the booster shot yet. So, however, if my grandmother gets to be in worse condition, I'm giving the center a piece of my mind. Because I love the center because she's happy there and they take good care of her. At the same time, though, some of the rules that they have just piss me the hell off.
Yeah, they're still allowing visitors.
Oh, yeah. They were like, oh, don't worry, because my uncle was supposed to visit this weekend. My mom was supposed to visit Tuesday. And they're like, oh, don't worry, you can still come to visit. I'm like, you're telling me my grandma has COVID and we can come visit her? Are you freaking kidding me? No! And we canceled the appointments. They're like, what the hell is wrong with you? They're like, well, people still visit the ones who aren't sick. I'm like, just because you isolated the sick ones doesn't mean that people can come and visit. No!
Wolf?
What?
What are you naming this episode? Because we went from amazing gifts to explosions to dead bodies to COVID.
Probably get your damn shot. Get the damn shot. Pardon my French, but get the goddamn shot. I swear to God, I will shove it is not hard. I give myself a shot every week in my stomach. You can get an itty bitty little pinprick. It's like a flu shot, guys. Suck it up.
Oh.
It's not hard.
When I got my booster,
Mm-hmm.
the nurse was like, here, let me get a Band-Aid on. Is that latex free? It doesn't say. Can you look and see if you have any other latex free Band-Aids that say it? Because I'm allergic. And she's like, oh yeah, no, let me go check and see. Yeah, we don't have any latex-free bandages, so I can either put one of our bandages on or just leave it. And I'm like, just leave it. I don't need it to rip my skin off.
Yeah, Muse doesn't do well with latex bandages.
Yeah.
Also, why would they not have any latex-free bandages? That's actually,
I think they ran out.
Okay. I'll say it's not an uncommon thing to have an issue with latex.
No, I think they ran out, but it was funny because you have to wait 15 minutes after you get the shot before you're allowed to leave. I'm sitting in the waiting room just on my phone, and I have one of the guys come over to check my card, and he just casually looks and is like, your arm is bleeding. Do you need a Band-Aid? I'm like, you don't have Band-Aids I need.
You know what? Or, no, yeah. You don't have Band-Aids I can use.
Yeah, no, it's just where you normally get your shot, which is just a few inches below your shoulder, I had blood dripping all the way down to my elbow.
You had the opposite reaction. I had no blood.
At first I didn't, but for some reason it just, I don't know.
You are a bleeder. You are what we would call a bleeder.
Not shocking. That explains a lot of the cuts.
Yeah. I can't wait till we live together. I'm gonna put you in bubble wrap and in a padded room.
No food.
I'll show food. I will.
No food for you. You don't get any of my cooking.
You'll only be allowed in the kitchen under constant supervision.
No curry, no burgers, no Ukrainian cookies.
See, you owe us so much food, though.
Shut up!
Pierogies, curry.
Oh, God, I forgot about the pierogies.
I'm just kidding.
I'm still working on. Now that I have a mortar and pestle, I can.
You're welcome.
Shut up. Put it down.
Well, you guys were talking about stuff and I don't relate to me, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
If I can't play it, you can't. I don't have my Switch with me. He's trying to play Pearl. He's trying to play Pokemon. What is it? Shining Pearl.
Yeah.
I know Diamond, but that's because
Yeah,
I have
no.
Diamond.
But now that I have a new mortar and pestle, I can work on the spice blend because I already know that my spice blend is weak sauce. I need to at least double it.
Yeah, you know what they say, just try. Don't succeed the first time or don't get to results that you are happy with. Try again.
Yeah, I'm on trial 3. Let's see if this. I feel like in the anime Food Wars where he was trying to make the spice blend for the he had like, I don't know, 100 different tests. I feel like that's going to be me.
Probably.
Oh God.
Just don't work yourself to death, please. Again. As usual. I know this is your normal, but please, for once, just please.
Yeah, about that.
Muse always works herself to death, and we have to constantly remind her that she's not supposed to do that, except for she doesn't like listening to us, which is...
No, the thing is, I listen, and I say okay, and then about 24 hours later, I go in.
Do it anyway.
I know I'm working myself to death. Hey, at least I'll be done with school in 2 weeks, and so then I don't have to worry about tests or any of that. I just need to get a job.
Well, if you're playing else, though, you kind of get high out like that.
Yeah, no, somehow these two roped me into potentially working at their store, so now their coworkers might be referencing me as their daughter.
Yes.
Which, I swear...
It's a thing, everyone knows. Basically, everyone knows by now.
Yeah.
Wherever he is, I am. Wherever I am, he is.
Yeah, they know them
If we're both working at the same time, we're normally going to go get food together. If we both get off at the same time, we're going to get food together.
So they're like, oh, where's your work husband? And now they know me.
And now they know that Muse is, we affectionately call her our daughter because we've mentioned her at work before.
Hey, H, me and Wolf are talking a friend of ours. Officially referred to as our doll, and we're applying for the full-time cashier position. You're welcome. She can start walking in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for that. So I'm not obligated.
I'd like to point out, she'll get the job because clerks are dropping like flies.
Hold on.
Not just clerks.
Why is
Everyone's dropping like flies.
Why are you losing so many people?
It's not because of the store.
No.
It's because, one, people are lazy and just don't want to come. And two, we get a lot of people that have jobs elsewhere.
Sorry, that was annoying me.
Two, there's a lot of people that have jobs elsewhere or just decide they just really don't want to do their job here. It requires too much work.
Literally,
literally the guy that was
the person above us, like the district manager, he's like, do everything in your power to keep these people happy. To keep the cashiers that you have now happy.
Hey, if you guys can give me a chair or just a way to rest periodically.
I'll say, chair's fine.
I mean,
as an accommodation.
They kind of have to.
I'll say they'll accommodate that. They don't care.
There was one place that wouldn't hire me because I asked for that.
They accommodate Kate. What's his name again? I forget. Oh,
Chase.
Well. I don't know the name. I forget. But.
They accommodate my blood pressure issues.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
That was the next point.
I'll say that's the next point. We can't remember the other.
There was another cashier.
I'll say there's another cashier
that had health issues, and they accommodated him. The name escapes me because it was a long time ago.
I'll say it's before I started working there. It's before I started working there. It's before my time, but they've had no issues with accommodation. As long as it's within reason, that's fine. Share is within reason. I'll say they allow me to eat, while I'm working and stuff, and get drinks and stuff, and sit down occasionally. It's
if
fine.
I do work there, it will force me to have to eat.
It's true.
Yeah, because I'm bad at eating.
Mm-hmm.
Muse has issues with eating, which results in us shoving food down her throat more likely than not.
Which means right after this, I need to eat.
They're very interesting.
Yeah, which is why as soon as the podcast is over, he's gonna upload it to the thing, and I'm taking you home so you can eat. And plus, I want my Thanksgiving leftovers too.
The interesting thing is, if you do end up being a cashier, you get to see my clock size.
You'll be working under him.
Oh God!
You have not seen my clock
You'll
size.
see me because I pop up everywhere.
He does.
You don't understand. I make my way around the store.
Oh, I'm not
When Dairy Frozen's done or when produce is done, I'm with you.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be under
There
him.
are really going to be jokes then.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm pretty foul.
No,
There's
there's just
gonna
going
be-
to be
no.
so many jokes with you being my dad and you being the daughter. There's going to
It's
be...
in the family business.
Oh,
God.
It's the family business.
Oh.
We work at a grocery
low
store.
key, if you do end up being a cashier, I kind of hope that it'll let me train you.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of the other
I keep telling Sho they're probably gonna have him do it.
no,
'Cause
like
he's good at his job.
no offense to the other cashier. Sorry, the chair's bugging me. It's loose. But so I'm fixing it. But no offense to the cashier. Some of them are great, but
I told Shiota my two favorites.
yes.
Is the one still there? The one that I want to kill?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Apparently, though, he has told me that he might be putting his 2 weeks in soon.
Please. No, if I have to talk to him, I'm going to kill him. I am going to kill him.
You don't have to talk to him.
No,
You just ignore him.
no problem is if he comes to me.
He's in produce. And because of our history with him, I can make it very clear that he is to not talk to you. Because I actually, make small talk with him occasionally.
Occasionally.
I humor his conversations.
Yeah, didn't one of the baggers or cashiers say he had a crush on you?
Yes. It's like one of our favorite people.
Ah.
Is it the one trying to break you up?
No, it's the gay one.
Ah!
She's a sweetheart.
She is a sweetheart. At this point, she goes, I just want to be friends. She's like, I've given up. I just want to be friends at this point. I'm like, you poor thing. But no.
Never just tease so relentlessly.
Yeah, no. One of our other favorites, the gay one, he was like, yeah, he's got a crush on you. I was like, ew. No, thank you. No. You know what's hilarious, though? Almost everyone he's had a crush on at that store has been trans. He's the gay. I'm like, dude, you got issues. If you keep falling for people that are trans, something's wrong with your brain.
What does that say about me?
No, at the store.
Oh.
People at the store he's fallen for have either been lesbian or trans.
Okay, because my last 3 have been trans.
I'll say, yeah, what's that say about him?
Yeah.
For a straight guy, he's pretty bad at it.
Yep.
Like, holy crap. I don't think I could be more trans than me.
Yeah.
It's quite obvious.
Since, I've met you.
Exactly. I don't know how he didn't know. And we never got on the subject because he always just referred to me by my name.
Mm.
So I never, corrected, shut up, corrected pronouns or anything. Somebody, okay, guys, one day, somebody please make just a list or, a little video clip or whatever, just all the words we flubbed, please. I'd love to see it.
You have your new assignment. To create a blooper.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was like a back.
We have bloopers.
Yeah, I was about to say.
One day when we have a few more, I'm actually gonna release them as a video. And they're just.
I think
they're
you
funny
released
bloopers.
one.
I did release one because it was hilarious.
Yeah, but if you...
It's the shortest thing that's ever been on our channel because
Yeah.
it was only a minute 30, but it's hilarious. And I believe it's your blooper.
Oh, the Phasmophobia blooper?
Shut up!
Yeah, the technical difficulties where Muse couldn't figure things out. Oh, speaking of technical difficulties, Muse, should we share about how I was right about your computer?
Fuck off!
Oh, good lord.
I have been telling these idiots, and when I say idiots, I mean every single one of the Misfits. Not Latte, because I got Latte to change her computer. I've been telling the rest of these morons that they need to fix their computers. You don't understand, guys. You have to upgrade your computer every couple of years because Windows actually makes it so when Windows updates, Windows 10, Windows 11, Windows 12, Windows 12, what is it? 12 is the new one?
11.
Windows 11 is the new one. There is only a certain point your computer can allow storage space and stuff to. I'm trying to dumb this down for you guys.
Okay.
There's only a certain amount of storage space that your computer can allow for it, and when it hits the max of that, it just won't work anymore.
Weird thing is, though, my father got the same exact computer as me at the same exact time. His could handle the update.
Well, yours was also set up wrong, remember?
Yeah.
That's the other kicker. Hers was set up wrong, which means... And yours has had more wear and tear than his.
Yeah.
Between those three factors, yours is the one that was going to poop out first.
Yeah, but...
Which is why I kept telling you need to upgrade it. Shioda's was the one I was worried about second. Because we've already had to replace a part in his computer. Actually, I took his computer one day because, what was it, 2 months ago? Roughly 2 months ago, his computer was making very loud noise. And it was either there was something stuck in the fans or it was something wrong with the inside. And I insisted it was a big problem and stuff. And convinced him to let me take his laptop. Brought it home, showed it to my dad. And my dad was like, holy geez, something's wrong. Took it apart. Turns out, got to it just in time. Because his battery pack, you have a battery pack.
Did it swell?
It was swelling. Yeah. Fully swelled.
Yep.
And when that happens, it can only happen a few times. If you had your computer another week, the battery would have exploded. And if the battery explodes, your computer isn't just useless, everything on your computer is gone. You can't recover anything. Yeah. The cards, everything, none of it works anymore. It completely wrecks the entire computer. Yeah. So I am very glad that I forced you to give me your laptop because my dad went ahead and replaced it. But,
yeah, but last Saturday, my computer updated with the new Windows 11 update. And all of a sudden, I couldn't get past the lock screen. And I was trying to figure it out to a point where I had Clippy help me.
Well, you said she tried for 10 hours to get it.
Yeah, she started Saturday night. And we went all the way through 6 p.m. Sunday trying to get the damn thing working.
Which is when she calls me at work. Because at first you said, damn it, you're driving. I said, no. I'm at work. I could tell you exactly what I was doing. I was blocking the orange juice. I was moving all the orange juice up.
Yeah, but I was asking Wolf for what the computer was that he was...
She wanted the link. And I was like, well, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not at my computer right now.
I was just asking for the name.
And then when I realized, oh no, she just wants the name of it, I was like, yeah, it's the G15.
Yeah, so that same night, I called my dad and was like, can you get this for me? My computer is gone.
And you had a project that was due.
Yeah, my undergraduate research symposium. My project was due on Tuesday.
Yeah, she needed her computer, guys.
Yeah, and we tried everything. Clippy is a computer science major, and she literally went into the backlog of the computer, went into the code itself, trying to delete the newest update to see if nothing would work. And because of how my computer was set up, we just couldn't get in. So
exactly,
I was screwed.
Also, normally it would work, but the way your computer was set up was unfortunately wrong. So you trying to go into the backlog and stuff just won't happen. Unless you did a just reset of your computer, which you could not do.
No, because it asked for a damn password. Which my father originally set it up, but then switched it to my email. And so because of the mix-up with that, we couldn't get it changed.
Nope.
And couldn't get it updated.
See, when my dad set up my computer, he set up an account for him, so he can just go in separately, and then I have my account, which is the main account.
Yeah. Well, Clippy helped set up my account.
This new one?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no, she was like, don't you dare touch this. I'm setting it up.
I'll say, don't. I was tempted to tell you, don't touch your computer. Let somebody else set it up for you.
No, Clippy wouldn't let me touch it at all. She was like,
tell her thank you. Because that computer will now last you at least 5 to 7 years. You're welcome.
Yeah, no, it was like, okay, you, in, like, it was just saying, click, for English, here, and Clippy's like, don't touch it. Okay, click English, and it was like, okay, type in a password that you know. I'm like, okay, I'll just do my school password. And it's like, okay, put that in. Now stand away.
Now back away, do not touch. See, I set up my computer. My dad just loaded all the files and stuff on it.
Yeah,
and he was
when
like,
I
have at
eventually
it.
get mine, I'm just going to give it to you.
Just give it to me. I'll
Yeah.
set it up for you.
But
I'll set it up for optimal settings.
Yeah.
I'll even have my dad go ahead and help set it up too. I'll take it.
I lost all my movies.
Yeah, that's what... Why do you think I don't keep my movies on my laptop?
Where else was I supposed to keep it?
A thumb drive or a hard drive, an external drive. I keep them on a hard drive. Just make a list of what I have to recover.
Well, no. I don't know if I don't remember exactly what. No, but I'm going to take my computer over to Geek Squad to have them just completely get everything off. Cause I
See
got
what you can recover
Yeah.
from there, and then if you still need
Yeah.
stuff, let me know and I can get them.
yeah, cause
I can give it to you.
Clippy was able to get into the back of my computer and
Mhm.
transfer most of my files and pictures before my computer decided to commit statistical. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Geek Squad and see if they can get the rest of my files.
If they can recover the rest, yeah.
Yeah, because they should be able to.
They should.
Because none of them were corrupted. It's just my computer won't turn on.
I'll say they shouldn't have an issue as long as it's not corrupted. Now I had the hard drive I had before the hard drive I have now, the black one. I had a blue one before that. Corrupted itself.
Yeah.
Cause I kept a lot of things on there, specifically movies, and only about half were recovered.
Yeah.
Because I had to rebuild up my collection, which I have the ones that were most important, so it's fine now. But
Clippy now has me where all my files are saving to OneDrive. So
yes, yes. I have mine saved to my C drive, my D drive, and OneDrive.
yeah, so I have that going.
Which I would explain to what those are to you guys, but you're just gonna give me looks like I have no idea what you're talking about. So.
Yes, they're going to give you looks through a screen that we cannot see.
No, you two are gonna give me looks. I'll say, do you know what the C drive and D drive is?
No, but I could probably understand it because I've actually talked a lot to Clippy about a lot of the technical aspects.
I'm not gonna go into
the
it.
thing is with my situation of getting the computer replaced was one, twice, tag, obviously. Always.
By the way, guys, if you're looking for a computer, get the G15. It's gonna last you. Also, don't do what Bookworm tried to do. Bookworm tried to get the one that was $800. You want to know why it was $800? Because it was the bare bone. Get the one that has actual like.
I got mine that was $1,150.
$1,150. That's how much it should be. If you get $800, you're gonna spend about $300 more upgrading parts and stuff because they give you the bare bone basics. It's crap. Just spend the money to get the one that's already all ready to go.
And I mean, it's a gaming laptop, and it's a lot cheaper than trying to get that humongous computer hard drive. Like, you know the big fancy one that has the clear panel lights?
Yes, the actual legit.
My
She's talking about It's easier to get a gaming laptop also because then you can take it with you in places.
Yeah.
A lot of people prefer like the sit down monitors and stuff.
Well, it has more power.
It has more power, yeah, but at the same time, it can do the exact same things.
No, I know. But yeah, my brother just recently got
I have a monitor. I just plugged my laptop into it.
Mm-hmm.
I also gave Muse a TV for her cabin because she tried to claim, my family upgraded our TVs, and I went there and it went from the, box staticky TVs to still a box TV.
It went from the 2005 box TV to a 2010 box TV.
It's not an upgrade.
It's an upgrade from the 2005.
Needless to say, when my grandmother moved out of her apartment, we had her old TV that we were just going to throw away because it still worked, but no places will take them for some stupid reason. Like, we can't take it to Habitat or anything. They just wouldn't take it.
Just, if you take it to a recycling center still...
That's what we were going to do. We were going to take it to a recycling center so they could have the parts. But then my dad went, oh, you're going up to Muses. Do you want to just give that to her? Because you've been complaining about how much they don't have technology and how you're going to have to bring something anyway. And I was like, yep, so Merry Christmas. You got a free TV for up there for whenever we go up and whenever you go up and you want something that you can play stuff on. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And it's nice, too.
It is. Yeah, no. Wolf just is like, puts it, sets it up, and it's like, oh, by the way, you're keeping this here. I'm like,
yep.
What?
I got it all set up so we could watch a movie. I said, oh, by the way, this is yours now.
Yeah, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What? No, we have TVs. No, you're keeping it here.
I said, no, this is yours. It's not going home. You don't understand. It's not going home with me. This is yours. It stays here.
Yeah.
I don't care where you put it as long as you put it somewhere where it just won't break. This stays here.
Yeah. Right now I have it in between my couch and the side table.
That's a good spot for it.
It was only space where it wouldn't get bumped.
I'd say either put it there or put it like face down under your couch.
With that, I'd rather not. Just precaution wise.
Yeah, no, those are good places. Yeah, no, your version of upgrade is not upgraded. Oh, I am so glad I brought that.
At least it's not my 1997 box TV that I still have in my room.
Why haven't you gotten rid of that?
Because it has a VHS tape, and I was recently watching my tapes my father made of me at my orphanage.
Okay. Get rid of it. I have.
It works!
When we move in together, I have a separate player that has DVDs and VHS. 2-in-1.
It works.
You don't need the crappy box TV.
Works.
I have something that can hook up to an actual TV like what Shiota has over here. That's a VHS player and DVD player attached.
Works.
And I'm going, it's not coming in our house.
It works!
It will not come in our house.
It works!
You come from a family of hoarders, my friend.
We tossed out at least 6 TVs already.
You won't throw this one out, though!
Because it works. It hasn't died. If our old ones die, at least we have something that works. And it plugs into cable.
Do you hear this, guys?
It plugs into cable. What would you do if you didn't have satellite and you couldn't get channels like that? At least we have cable.
I don't watch TV. I watch my laptop. I can get everything that's on TV on my laptop.
Yes, with subscriptions.
Sure. Yeah, subscriptions.
Yeah. Yeah. Already, if you do Netflix and Hulu, that's $10 a month right there alone.
Oh, Verizon ran a family package. You could get Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus for like $10.
Huh?
Yeah, Verizon did a family package back when COVID began. Because I supported my sister because I said, oh good, three for one. That's a great deal.
Yeah, right now oh god, I don't want to
When
say
we
it
move,
because
listen.
you will do.
When we move in together, I have a Netflix and I have Disney Plus.
You got
we can
Hulu,
just
don't
share
you?
them.
Shut up!
I have Netflix and Disney Plus. We can just share it, okay?
No, I don't. No, I don't. No. Bad shit. Bad.
What's
Only
going on?
Netflix. Stick with Netflix. No. No.
But when Netflix starts taking some of your stuff off, what else are you gonna watch?
No.
You gotta watch it on
I
Hulu.
only.
So probably works with Hulu as well.
No.
Yeah.
Bad Shiota. Bad. I saw that. No. Bad Shiota.
Good Shiota. Keep going, Shiota.
No.
Good Shiota. Encouragement.
We already have so much on Netflix.
Well, then
Once Netflix is
opens
done for the future.
I only have.
And again, when we move in together, I have Disney Plus and Netflix.
I only have
Solution.
it till August. No.
We'll live together before then. You're fine.
Hulu.
Oh, Hulu? Well, you can pay for Hulu since you're getting you'll get Netflix and Disney Plus from us.
Okay, I get Netflix from my father. I'm not paying for that. Right now, I have a deal where I only have to pay $5 a month for Spotify and Hulu.
The
student discount. But I only have that till August. And then after that, I'm not going to be paying the $10 a month. Like, I'm already subscribed to also Pandora, but I think I'm going to drop that one.
personally, I think Spotify is a little bit better than Pandora.
Yeah. No, I like Spotify a lot more. It's just I need to figure out a lot of songs from my Pandora stations and create playlists on Spotify.
Fair enough. But I think we kind of got
very
much sidetracked.
Okay, how can you be sidetracked when we never had a topic in the first place?
That's the point of the podcast. Just bounce between topics.
Well, also, we did kind of have an idea.
For like the first 20 minutes.
We'll do the review next time.
Okay, so awesome gifts, explosion at cabin, stayed at cabin.
Get your damn vaccine.
A lot of deaths in our lives. To
scolding Muse about technical issues.
I was just gonna say tech in general, but okay, that works too.
Muse's health issues, bad mom, technical difficulties, and now Shioda's dragging me down a rabbit hole of more shows.
You're aware that we have a list that we just didn't give you yet, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And thank you guys for listening. Thanks for joining us. Please check out our YouTube. We upload these to YouTube. They're also uploaded Saturdays on YouTube.
Self-promotion.
Shioda has gone under the blanket. Watch our YouTube. We record game videos. One of our more recent uploads, I believe, was a Mario Kart, otherwise known as Murder Kart. Gotta love it.
Surrounded by sickos.
Shioda is surrounded by sickos. Yep, that's the name of the episode. So please go watch it. It's great.
Like and subscribe if you like. It's free.
And goodbye. We're done. Nope. Ending. Ew.